Welcome back to the show. I'm Zach, and I'm here with Emily. If you enjoy real life English you can actually use, tap subscribe or follow so you never miss an episode. Today we're diving into subtle humor, irony, and understatement, the little signals that make everyday conversations feel natural.
Hey everyone, Emily here. A quick story. My first week in London, heavy rain, wind, the whole thing. A colleague looked up at the sky and said, "Lovely weather," then gave me a tiny smile. I replied, "Totally lovely," and he laughed. That was my first lesson in irony. The words were positive, but the situation and his tone told the real meaning. The pause, the soft smile, the relaxed voice, those were the clues.
I've been there. My roommate once burned garlic bread, smoke alarm, windows open, and he said, "Nailed it." Classic sarcasm, the playful kind. I matched his energy and said, "Chef's kiss," while fanning the smoke. Sarcasm is a flavor of irony. Sometimes it teases, sometimes it stings. The trick is reading tone and context before you react.
So what helped you read it right, Zach? The smell of smoke or his voice? For me, these moments are like puzzles. The situation, the shared knowledge, and the delivery. And delivery just means how you say something. Speed, volume, and rhythm. When those pieces line up, the meaning snaps into place.
Understatement works differently. After a messy project rollback, a British coworker said, "We hit a small bump." Everyone knew it was a crater. That's understatement, making something big sound small, often to keep calm or avoid drama. It pairs well with a deadpan voice, very flat, almost emotionless, which can make the joke land without shouting, "This is funny!"
Another gentle line I hear a lot is, "not ideal," which usually means pretty bad, but we'll handle it. There's often a wry feel. Wry means dry, slightly amused. I like how this style reduces tension and builds rapport. It lets people acknowledge problems without panic, and it keeps teams moving.
Quick recap. Words say one thing, but tone and context do the heavy lifting. If you're unsure, a safe move is a small smile and, "Ah, I see." If it still feels unclear, ask lightly, "Do you mean that seriously?" You're not killing the joke, you're protecting clarity.
And if this helps, hit subscribe so you catch the next part. We'll dig into hearing subtle cues, intonation, stress, pacing, and simple, polite responses that fit different situations. Stay with us. We're just getting warmed up.
Let's separate these three clearly. Irony is when the words push opposite to reality. Sarcasm is irony with a sharper edge, sometimes teasing, sometimes cutting. Understatement is different. It quietly makes something big sound small, often to keep things calm.
Here's a simple moment. My train was 20 minutes late, and when I finally reached the cafe, my friend looked at the empty cup and said, "Perfect timing." He smiled. The tone was light. That was irony, not anger. I felt included in the joke, not attacked.
Compare that with my neighbor last week. His car alarm kept beeping at 6 a.m., and he muttered, "Great soundtrack." Eye roll, tight voice, sarcasm. The intention wasn't playful bonding. It was a little jab at the situation, maybe at himself for forgetting the keys.
Tone is the bridge. I tease my sister sometimes. She drops her tea and I say, "Smooth move, star." We both grin. That's affectionate sarcasm, gentle, shared, safe. If I said it to a stranger with a cold voice, it would feel rude. Same words, different delivery.
Now, irony alone can be soft. After a chaotic meeting, someone said, "Well, that was crystal clear." Everyone laughed because the opposite was true. If the speaker adds a bite or aims it at a person, it slides into sarcasm. Delivery flips the meaning.
Understatement lives in a different house. I once stood at a picnic in the rain and heard, "It's a bit damp," We were soaked. But the deadpan voice, deadpan means very flat, almost no emotion, turned a mess into a calm, dry joke. No drama, just a lighter mood.
Another place you hear it is travel updates. A canceled flight becomes a slight delay. Corporate language loves understatement because it manages emotions. It doesn't deny reality, it shrinks the size of the reaction so people don't panic.
And here's a contrast. Hyperbole blows things up. I waited forever. Understatement shrinks them. A short wait, when it was clearly long. There's also litotes, which uses a negative to be positive. Not bad often means pretty good. Quick words, big signals.
Quick recap. Irony flips reality. Sarcasm is irony with heat. Understatement cools things down. Context plus tone solve the puzzle. Facial expression, pacing, volume. If those cues smile, it's friendly. If they tighten, it might sting.
Did you ever misread one? I did at work. A manager glanced at my slide and said, "Bold choice." I thought it was praise. Later, I realized the eyebrows and paws were saying, maybe too bold.
I've done that too. I once sent a bright, playful email after a tense call. A teammate replied, "Charming," with no emoji, no warmth. I asked, lightly, "Charming as in good, or should I tweak it?" He wrote back, "Please tweak. Save the day."
That little check matters. A soft question keeps rapport. Are we joking or serious? Or a neutral bridge. Got it. Just to confirm, do you want changes? You protect the relationship without pretending you understood a joke you missed.
So, spotting differences is mostly listening for temperature. Sarcasm runs hot, irony is medium, and understatement stays cool. When the room feels warm with laughter, lean in. When it feels tight or tense, slow down and clarify.
That's the core. Same words can wear different jackets. Notice the jacket, tone, face, timing. In the next part, we'll tune your ear to those tiny cues so you can hear the difference without second-guessing every sentence.
Let's tune our ears to tone, stress, and delivery. Tone is the melody of your voice. Stress is which word you punch. Delivery is the whole package. Listen how great can be warm praise or cool shade.
At a team dinner, the pasta arrived cold. My colleague looked at the plate and said, "This is fine." Tiny pause, stretched S, very flat voice. Everyone smiled. That deadpan, a flat, emotionless delivery, signaled gentle irony, not complaint.
What told you first, the pause or the flatness? For me, you can hear a smile. The cheeks lift and the vowels feel brighter. My neighbor once said, "Amazing parking," dragging the word. That stretch plus a soft laugh turned it into playful sarcasm. Elongation means holding a sound longer.
Stress changes meaning fast. I told a manager I did send the file, and the stress on did defended myself without raising volume. Emphasis is that extra push. If the stress lands on lovely, as in lovely meeting, with a flat tone, it might flip to ironic.
Intonation matters too. Rising endings, sometimes called uptalk, can sound like a question or soft doubt. Falling endings feel certain. That was brave. Falling pitch, sincere. Slight rise with a tiny smile, maybe teasing praise, depending on context.
Pacing is a clue. Understatement often slows down and stays steady. After a chaotic demo, a teammate said, "Well, that went well," then left a beat, a tiny pause before sipping coffee. No big grin, no bite. The calm rhythm made the joke safe.
Volume and breath carry meaning. A quiet, airy, wow, can admire or mock depending on the micro sigh. A scoff, like a short, breathy laugh, adds edge to sarcasm. When there's zero breath change and no smile, that's classic deadpan understatement.
Culture shifts the dial. Some teams love teasing, others prefer plain talk. When I'm unsure, I mirror a neutral tone and ask lightly, just to be sure, are we joking or serious? 9 times out of 10, people clarify and appreciate the care.
Quick recap. Tone is the music, stress is the spotlight, delivery is how it lands. Speed, volume, rhythm, face. If the melody smiles and the stress is soft, it's friendly. If it tightens, consider stepping back.
Small ear training helps. For one conversation, ignore the words and track only pitch. Does it rise, fall, or stay flat? Then replay and notice stress. Which word gets the push? Finally, match that with the situation. The trio reveals the meaning.
Speaking of situations, next we'll watch how context and culture change the joke's temperature, when it lands gently and when it doesn't. For now, keep listening for pauses, rises, and that quiet smile hiding in the voice. Context is the stage. The same joke can land softly at a barbecue and crash in a boardroom. Culture sets the rules too. Some places love dry comments. Others want direct, literal speech. Reading that mix is everything.
That reminds me of a kickoff meeting in Berlin. We were 10 minutes late, and I joked, "We're definitely on time." Silence. No smile, no chuckle, just people ready to work. I realized their norm valued precision over playful irony in that moment. The joke wasn't evil. It was mistimed for that culture.
Meanwhile, in a New York newsroom where I worked, quick sarcasm was a love language. We had friendly banter. Banter means playful back-and-forth teasing, and it built trust. But even there, a new teammate needed a week to feel safe before joining the teasing.
Power distance matters. I once told a CEO, the launch was not ideal, with a tiny smile. It worked because we had rapport. In another company, a manager heard the same tone as minimizing the problem. I learned to label feelings first. I'm concerned. Then use gentle understatement.
Timing changes everything. Right after a bug takes the app down, humor can feel careless. An hour later, once the fix is live, someone says, "Smooth morning," and people laugh. The question is always, is it too soon or is the tension low enough?
The channel matters too. Sarcasm in email often reads harsh. I strip it out of writing, or I mark tone gently, an emoji or brackets like, those are tone markers. In voice, you've got pitch and warmth to keep it friendly.
On multicultural teams, I like tiny agreements. I asked once, are we doing dry humor today or keeping it straight? People laughed and chose light. If a line misses, a quick repair helps. Oops, that sounded sarcastic. I mean this kindly. Repairs rebuild trust fast.
Visual cues help. A half smile, relaxed shoulders, and eye contact usually mean playful. But camera-off meetings remove those signals, so irony gets risky. When in doubt, I keep it simple and literal, then add warmth with tone rather than wordplay.
Quick recap. Place, relationship, timing, and channel shape humor. Read the room means notice the mood and adjust. If the group is tense or new, stay sincere. If it's warm and familiar, a light understatement can ease pressure.
Have you ever crossed the line with family, Zach? where the joke didn't land?
Oh, yes. At a wedding rehearsal, I whispered, "Nailed it," after the ring bearer tripped. The parents looked worried, not amused. I immediately said, "Sorry, that was me being dry. He's okay, and he's brave." Switching to praise plus a calm tone reset the moment.
So the guiding idea is kindness first, clever second. If humor builds connection, great. If it risks confusion, soften it or pause. A light check like, just to confirm, joking or serious, protects clarity without killing the vibe.
Practice lab time. We'll do quick mini scenes, then decode what the voice is doing. Tone, stress, delivery. No scripts, just how people actually talk. Listen for tiny cues, a pause, a half smile, or a stretched word.
Mini scene 1. Friendly irony. I arrive late to meet a coworker. Coworker. Perfect timing. Light laugh, relaxed pitch, soft eyes. Me. Traffic was enthusiastic. We both smile. The words praise, but the warmth says, "It's okay, you're late."
Quick decode. That's irony used to connect, not punish. The cue means signal, was the soft laugh and the open face. If those vanish, the same line can feel cold, so tone and face carry the message.
Mini scene 2. Sarcasm with heat. My neighbor at 6 a.m. after his alarm wouldn't stop. Great soundtrack. Short vowels, clipped rhythm, tiny eye roll. The target is the situation, but the temperature is higher. It's frustration wearing humor.
My move there was a gentle check. I said, "Playful or annoyed?" He laughed. "Annoyed." Then I offered, "Want help with the alarm?" That little check kept rapport means friendly connection, and turned irritation into teamwork.
Mini scene 3. Understatement. Big bug breaks a demo. Lead engineer, deadpan. Deadpan means very flat voice. We hit a small hiccup. Then, not ideal. Slow pace, no spike in volume. The goal isn't denial. It's calming the room so fixes can start.
Decode. Hiccup frames a temporary problem. Understatement shrinks the emotional reaction. A soft hedge means soften your message, can keep people focused. If you hear flat pitch plus steady rhythm, you're likely in understatement territory.
Quick role play. Tech check fails before a talk. I wiggle the mic, grin. Flawless. Beat of silence. Then warm pivot. Okay, let's reset cables. The joke releases tension. The pivot gets things moving. Humor, then action.
I'd mirror that energy with a small smile. Flawless it is. Then quietly grab a spare mic. Mirroring tone shows alignment without turning the joke into sarcasm. It says, we're on the same team.
Safe experiments? I use self-deprecating humor, gently teasing myself. Burned the toast and told my brother, "Behold, a culinary genius." Because the joke targets me, not him, it feels safe and kind.
Another safe toggle, ask permission. In new teams, I'll say, dry humor okay, or keep it straight? People usually smile and choose. Clear agreements protect tone, especially across cultures or during tense projects.
When I'm unsure, I default to sincere and literal. In chat, I add a tone marker like, or a light emoji. In voice, I let warmth show with gentle pacing and a round, calm pitch.
One more micro scene. Same word, two deliveries. Amazing! Rising pitch, soft smile, genuine praise. Amazing. Flat, quick, no smile, likely irony. Same letters, different music. Delivery flips meaning.
Quick recap. Irony connects when it carries warmth. Sarcasm runs hotter and can sting. Understatement cools and steadies. Read the cues. Pause, pitch, face, and choose kindness first. Next up, we'll sharpen repair moves for tricky moments.
Missing a joke happens. My default repair is, I might be missing the tone. Were you being playful or serious? Soft voice, small smile. It keeps the door open without judging.
Last month, I misread a message. Nice choice. No emoji, flat punctuation. I replied, just checking tone, playful or serious? They wrote, playful. That one gentle check saved us.
Another move, soft apology plus clarify plus next step. I told a coworker, sorry, I took that literally. If you were joking, I'm smiling. If not, I'll update the file now. Pressure drops.
I like the contrastive paraphrase. I heard it as praise. Did you mean critique? Paraphrase means restating an idea in your own words. It shows care and invites a simple yes or no.
Self-deprecating bridge works too. After a long day, I said, my irony radar is sleepy. Help me out? People relax, then explain. I repeat their meaning back and confirm next action.
Channel check. In writing, humor can sting. I add a tone marker, like, or write, said warmly. It's a label for meaning. In voice, I let warmth carry it.
In meetings, I use a neutral bridge. Got it. Just to check, joking or serious? If sarcasm aims at me, I say, I prefer direct feedback. What would you change? Firm yet friendly boundary.
Family version. My aunt eyed my neon jacket and said, bold. I asked, teasing or is it too much? She laughed. Both. I swapped the jacket and kept the joke alive.
Notice the pattern. Slow pace, friendly face, non-defensive question. Repairs protect rapport. Rapport means friendly connection, so people feel safe to clarify without awkwardness.
Toolkit recap. Neutral bridge, soft apology, contrastive paraphrase, tone markers, self-deprecating bridge, respectful boundary. Choose one, keep your volume low, and let your smile carry it.
And if you still miss it, laugh gently at yourself. I'm catching up. Give me the non-ironic version. The chuckle resets the moment and invites a clear restatement.
Quick reminder, clarity beats cleverness. When tone is fuzzy, slow down, check intention, and move forward kindly. You won't break the moment. You'll build trust and keep things flowing.
As we wrap up, here's the core. Words are costumes, and tone is the body language. Read the room, choose kindness, and then decide if irony, sarcasm, or understatement fits.
Right, and remember the motto we kept coming back to. Kindness first, clever second. Humor builds bridges when it includes people, and it breaks them when it confuses or embarrasses. So aim for warmth.
Tiny routine for your ears. Once a day, take a moment to notice pitch, stress, and pacing in conversation. Ignore the words for a moment. Catch the music, then the meaning.
Speaking of music, I like to replay a short voice message and ask myself, where did the voice smile? That little question wakes up attention. Cadence means rhythm. Noticing it sharpens understanding.
Quick story. Last week I misread bold choice in a meeting. I paused, softened my voice, and asked, compliment or concern? The manager smiled. Concern. We adjusted the slide and the mood relaxed.
I had the opposite yesterday. My cousin texted, "Genius move," after I spilled coffee. I replied, "I'm slow today." Was that teasing? He sent 3 laughing emojis and a towel photo. Crisis averted.
When you're unsure, use a neutral bridge. Got it. Just checking. Joking or serious? Or try a contrastive paraphrase. I heard praise. Did you mean critique? Calm delivery makes even direct questions feel respectful.
If a line hits too hard, add a repair. That came out dry. I meant it kindly. Repairs are small fixes that protect connection. If a joke lands, enjoy it. Move on.
We go. Choose one listening habit this week. Notice pauses, or track pitch, or watch facial cues. One habit is enough. Consistency beats intensity for building instinct.
Thanks for sharing this time with us. Keep it light, keep listening, and keep choosing kindness. We'll be back soon. Until then, notice the music in every conversation.